This is by far the hardest video to film. I apologize to those of you who are watching this video. I'm going to make reference to my script where I've written everything from the heart. And for those of you who do not know, I journal a lot, so writing enables me to convey whatever that I need to convey. 3 biggest change and impact on my life after achieving financial independence is what this video is going to be all about. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm currently living on Jeju Island in South Korea. Plucked myself out of Singapore. A little bit of a backstory behind why I do what I do or where I came from. If you have not watched this video talking about who is Demi Zhuang, you can go and reference that where it tells you a little bit more about my backstory. But a little bit of a background. During COVID, where we were all locked down at home, I had a lot on my mind. I wasn't happy in Singapore. I wasn't not enjoying my day job. I loved my job because of the adrenaline it brings. I was an internal auditor in the private education industry, but I didn't earn as much as you guys think. Being an internal auditor, you don't earn as much as working at a big four as an external auditor. In my Money Diary series, you would have known how much I take home as my salary as well. I knew early on, in the early days, that I didn't want to work for someone for the rest of my life, to grind Monday to Friday 9 to 6, OT, go home, have dinner, sleep, rinse and repeat, and then only enjoy my weekends. That was not something I foresee that I can do in my 50s, in my 60s. It wasn't for me, and that is where I knew that I needed to try something different to see if it can take off. So YouTube was something that I wanted to do, but I didn't know I wanted to share about personal finance. I was good at managing my own personal finances personally. It didn't came across my mind that I could share it here on YouTube. A little bit of a joke is that I didn't know of channels like Kelvin Learns Investing, Honey Money SG. I didn't know about them before entering into this niche on YouTube. I started out doing vlogs in November 2021, and that is when I first started the channel. I love consuming vlogs content, but it doesn't mean that I enjoyed producing them. So for those of you who want to start YouTube, you need to find something that you love doing, love sharing, so that you can produce consistently, and consistency is the winner when it comes to doing YouTube. I started out on YouTube not earning any income in 2022, and things only started taking off in 2023, January, when I first got monetized. All in all, this is to say financial independence. Number 1, it gives me the freedom to leave whenever I wanted to, leave an unhappy situation in Singapore. And I chanced upon this article from Real Simple after researching this topic about financial independence. It says that financial independence isn't defined by how much money one makes, but more so the freedom they have to live their life without limitations and financial burdens. And for me, financial independence is the freedom to leave whenever I wanted to. I wasn't happy in Singapore. It wasn't because of family situations or anything like that. It's just, it wasn't a situation where I could be at my full potential, and that is why I moved here to Jeju Island, a place where it's quieter and a place where I can really just focus on doing what I wanted to do. If you have not watched the previous video of the reason why I left Singapore, go and watch that. It will tell you more of a backstory, why I left my day job, why I moved here to South Korea, to Jeju Island, and what's the plans coming ahead as well. Money is a means to an end at the end of the day. Without it, you cannot make decisions, you cannot bring yourself to buy certain things that you need in your life to probably change and write the path ahead. As pessimistic as this sounds, without money, there isn't much things that you can do in life. Money is, at the end of the day, a means to an end. This is point number 1. The empowerment of being financially independent allowed me to leave whenever I wanted to. Be it whether is it plucking myself out of Singapore, physical location, or just out of situations. Let's go to point number 2. Point number 2 of being financially independent, and the biggest change that it has brought into my life, is being able to love others and myself more in my own ways. I've always been a very independent individual, not just financially independent, but just as an individual. I like to depend on myself. I don't like to rely on others. So when it comes to receiving money from my parents, if there's something that I want to buy, I wouldn't ask them for money to buy it, but instead I will work for it. Ever since graduating from O-levels, I have already gotten my first part-time job as an admin assistant in UOB Bank, and that was when I first drew a salary. So that allowed me to be able to save, to be able to buy certain things that I want. In my younger days, honestly, I didn't save a lot. If I were to look back and reflect on my financial circumstances back then, I didn't save as much as I wanted to. Back then, when I didn't have a lot, giving was still something that I wanted to do, to be able to give to others. It brings some form of joy in life to be able to see someone enjoy maybe a food that you have bought for them, or an experience that you have brought them to and paid for it. What I've done previously when I wasn't earning much, the money mindset behind it is that if I wanted to be able to give to others more, I had to sacrifice other areas or other things that I don't necessarily need in my life. When it comes to budgeting and also how you spend and manage your money, it's the same. If you want to be able to spend on food, then sacrifice other areas like taking cabs, taking taxis. For those of you who have mentioned ice cream and save a lot back then in 2022 when I was on an aggressive savings journey to be able to fund the travel with my mum back then, I had to go on the aggressive savings journey. If I was not on the aggressive savings journey, I'm not that extreme. I still spend on things that I want to, and the things that I enjoy in life, I still do spend. One example is back then when I was in Singapore before I left, I last minute bought a concert ticket at $300 over, and $300 is not a small sum, you see. If back then I wasn't earning extra, I don't think I would have gone for the concert, because $300 is 30% of $1,000. If you look at it that way, it's a lot of money. But because I had money that was able to allow me to enjoy these kind of things in life, and that is why I can do what I do. Being financially independent allowed me to love others and myself more in my own ways. So this is point number 2. Point number 3 of being financially independent, it allows me to be a testimony to you guys. If I was not in this kind of situation, I wouldn't be able to be here on YouTube sharing with you guys about money mindsets, about how to achieve financial freedom, how to break out of the corporate rat race, that kind of thing. If I can't do it myself, who am I to be able to share it here on YouTube? So this is what the biggest change of my life has been. It allowed me to produce content so that I can inspire those of you who resonate with me, who wants to also live this kind of lifestyle, to be able to do what I do, just break out and live a fulfilling and happy life. To me, this is an achievement, or rather the biggest change in my life. If you ask me, rewind back 2 to 3 years ago, would I be able to imagine to be where I am at right now? I don't think so. This is just something that's on my heart, and something that I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully I can continue on this path, share more of what is on my heart and why I do what I do, to be able to inspire you guys to also do the same if you would like to. Ever since I released the day in my life and the reason why I left my day job and also Singapore, a lot of you have actually DM'd me on Instagram saying that it's inspiring and I did help you realize, or rather take that first step to do what I did. I know how it feels, struggling, not being in a situation that you're happy and every day just going through the grind, rinse and repeat. I know how that feels. It wasn't too long ago that I was also in that situation. So this is the 3 biggest change and impact on my life after achieving financial independence. At the end of the day, financial independence is a very personal thing. How you view what financial independence is something that is personal. So this is just my own view, my own perception. I hope for those of you who have watched all the way until here, thank you so much for watching through, and that is all for today's video. If you want more of such content, let me know in the comment section below, and I will think of more of what I'll be able to share from my heart. And yeah, have a great week ahead, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.